Hello, my name is Hannah McNamee, and I'm going to tell you about my personal philosophy of health. Health is when you are free from illness or even injury. There are two types of health, mental and physical. Mental involves someone's state of mind and mental well being. This includes anxiety, depression, and eating disorders. Physical health is based on your nutrition and keeping up with exercising daily. It includes having a well balanced diet, all the necessary food groups into your daily food choices. Sometimes it can be hard to exercise daily, but taking the initiative to sign up for a gym membership will encourage you to utilize the gym. Since gym memberships are not that cheap, by signing up for one, it'll encourage you to exercise more. Both mental and physical health are equally important in maintaining a healthy lifestyle. For me, when thinking of the word culture, I think of an umbrella containing the following beliefs, practices, and traditions. These aspects of culture from my childhood influenced my definition of health as well as my parents did. Culture beliefs to me regarding health means if someone talks about how they're going to get sick because of the virus, then they actually will get sick because of mentioning this when they are fully healthy. Cultural practices regarding health means something that is being stressed and practiced in your everyday life. For example, when my mom and dad would always enforce the importance of washing your hands after going to the bathroom, eating, or even coming home from school. Another is taking the proper medicine when sick. As for culture traditions, when I'm starting to get severe symptoms, I'm culturally accepted to go to the doctor to receive care. I am someone that's not really skeptical about the doctor, and I understand when going into the appointments of what the doctors are telling me. Growing up, I've always been interested in the doctors. An example, I've had a really bad eczema, and I would start to itch myself excessively, causing the scabs to open and bleed. In my current ideology, cultural beliefs, practices, and traditions are present, and I bring these out to my wellness means making sure you take care of your mind, body, and soul as a whole. To do so, one needs to make sure you can take care of your mental and physical health by treating your body properly. Your body reacts to everything you put into it, such as food, both good and bad. Wellness is important because while you're trying to keep up on the health of your mind, body, and soul, you start to feel like you're lacking something. While lacking wellness, you might have a sense that something is off about yourself when you're not feeling like your best self, and it can change your mood and actions towards other people. This can mainly be in a negative way because your wellness is off and your judgment might not be as clear. When you are focusing on your overall wellness, you exclude that same energy towards people that you're around, bringing more positive vibes and overall happiness. Being well can give you the energy to stay focused and have a clear mind throughout the day. For this to be complete, all of these tasks that need to get done for you to radiate positive energy. Being well starts your day off on a positive note, and wellness continues to carry out through your mind, body, and soul. This can set you up for success and gives you the mind and brain power to figure out difficult situations and properly strategize whatever you are trying to get done. Additionally, being well allows you to be able to remove negativity when it is brought around you and be mentally strong enough to block out excess distractions. Now for my perception of illnesses and diseases. Illness to me can vary from your body being very ill with the flu or even a cold. In that sense, it is more temporary. It also means something that you are constantly fighting a battle against and has developed over time. Having an unhealthy mind or body influences illness. An illness is something you can get over with mainly over the counter prescriptions. Disease to me is like an illness that negatively affects the body and mind. When I think of disease, I think of a physician diagnosing you with something hard to treat. This is considered to be something more serious in that it attacks the body in more of a harsh way. A disease does not result from physical injury, and there are many medical conditions prominent in the world today. In my household, I grew up using Western medicine. I have always wanted to try traditional Eastern medicine using acupuncture. From what I hear from my dad and stepmom, it works pretty good for them. Whenever they have back or neck pain, it is crucial to use acupuncture in relieving this pain. When I was a teenager, I tend to get a lot of headaches. My mom would then guide me to put a cold towel on my head, turn off the lights, and rest my eyes. This would always seem to do the right trick when having those grueling headaches. On this slide here, I provided pictures of me during my childhood, which I attended Catholic school from kindergarten through high school. My religious and spiritual beliefs do not affect my philosophy of health. I notice that I have some certain beliefs that differ from my religion. For example, one is that Catholics are anti-abortion and I am for it. I believe that women have the right to do what they want with their body. If someone is getting an abortion and that was rape, they should have the right to do so. I am a firm believer that the access to healthcare is a human right. Most people are not able to afford to get treatment from doctors as well as not having health insurance. People from other cultures do not believe in seeing or are skeptical about physicians. For example, I researched the Roma culture and they do not understand many big terms that these physicians will use during their appointments. This might be a big problem of why many other cultures do not want to take care of their health. It is a collaborative effort between the individual's DNA and what they do and do not do with their bodies. I would say people are mostly responsible for their health unless they have diseases that have developed through their DNA. People have the choice of keeping up on their health, making up checkup appointments, taking proper vitamins, exercising, and taking mental breaks to maintain your mental health. Stress is the cause of many issues people have with their bodies. Being able to control your mind means you can properly get rid of the stress that was going to affect your body. Overall, people do have the responsibility to stay in tune with their bodies and treat it properly. I believe that healthcare workers are responsible for keeping people healthy. This is their job and duty in doing so. People on the front line are risking themselves every day with being exposed to many people that are sick. Government officials are responsible for managing the public to stay healthy. If there is a pandemic such as COVID-19, it is in the government's ethical interest to direct people to stay in their homes to prevent the spread of disease. Also, people are responsible for keeping themselves and others around them healthy. I feel this way because if you are sick, maybe it is in the best interest of yourself and others to stay home. This will prevent the people you would have encountered throughout the day to continue to stay healthy. It is appropriate for officials to override cultural practices on behalf of public safety. After realizing what is happening in the world today, it influenced my answer. I have two views on cultural practices. My first view is centered on the varying different diets, medicine, and cultural practices that take place across the world. This recent pandemic is absolutely a sign that some forms of prevention and education must be introduced equally across the planet. Cultures should seek peace and love in their varying practices, but when the actions of any individual in any way negatively harm another, there is a need for a call to action. I personally believe that there should be much more respect for all animal life. Another view that I have on this topic is cultural gatherings in churches for different types of religions. For example, the mass gatherings for Easter would have been devastating to the public at large. By limiting social gatherings, masses for local churches have been conducted online via Zoom meetings for participants that wanted to attend. Yet having gone through an epidemic, it is devastating for families that have a ritual that attend a worship place. Since this virus is very deadly to the mass population of many elderly, it is crucial for them to stay inside and practice their religions in their own homes. Assuming their faith is super strong, rituals are very embedded in their practices, but there are also ones to follow rules. Going through a pandemic, COVID-19, we need to take the right precautions on behalf of our public safety. Especially in times such as what we are living in now, make sure to tell your loved ones you love them and cherish being healthy. Thank you so much for listening to my presentation, and I hope you have a great rest of your summer. Stay happy, healthy, and safe.